After 25 long years, the magic of Whoville returned to life. Not on a movie set, but on the grand stage of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2025. Jim Carrey, the man who once turned green for Christmas, reunited with little Cindy Lou Who, Taylor Momsen, now a rock star in her own right. As the two stood side by side, smiles shining brighter than tinsel, it felt like time had folded in on itself, a heartwarming reminder that some stories and some friendships never fade. Even after a quarter of a century, the magic of Christmas arrived early this year. Not through snowflakes or jingling bells, but through a heartwarming reunion that melted the internet. On November 8th, 2025, the world witnessed a moment straight out of Whoville when Jim Carrey and Taylor Momsen, the unforgettable duo from How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 2000, reunited at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The occasion? To help induct the legendary band Soundgarden into the Hall of Fame. But what truly stole the spotlight was seeing the Grinch and little Cindy Lou, who back together 25 years after the film that defined a generation's holiday spirit. Jim Carrey, now 63, arrived in his classic effortless charm, donning a black pinstripe trench coat over a simple t-shirt, a look both relaxed and refined. Taylor Momsen, once the sweet, wide-eyed girl of Whoville, graced the red carpet in her signature rock star style. An oversized leather jacket layered over a black lace mini dress. The contrast between them was striking yet poetic. Innocence and rebellion, nostalgia and evolution, standing together once again. As cameras flashed and fans cheered, Jim turned toward Taylor and playfully told photographers, "We haven't seen each other since the Grinch," Taylor laughed, replying with disbelief, 25 years! That small exchange, lighthearted yet emotional, instantly became one of the night's most talked about moments. For fans, it wasn't just a red carpet reunion, it was a time capsule moment. Memories of that snowy Whoville set came rushing back, where Jim, hidden beneath layers of green makeup, brought Dr. Seuss's cranky character to life, while little Taylor captured hearts as the innocent girl who reminded everyone of the true meaning of Christmas. This reunion carried a deeper sentiment, a full-circle moment where two artists, once connected by a holiday film, stood side by side again, each representing a new chapter in their lives. Jim, the seasoned legend who taught the world to laugh at life's chaos, and Taylor, now the frontwoman of the Pretty Reckless, embodying strength, art, and transformation. Together, they gave fans not just nostalgia, but a beautiful reminder that time may change faces and careers, but genuine bonds never fade. Long before flashing lights and Hall of Fame stages, there was the snow-covered town of Whoville, a world built from imagination, laughter, and a bit of Christmas chaos. Back in 2000, How the Grinch Stole Christmas wasn't just another holiday film, it was a production that tested patience, skill, and heart. Beneath the green fur and prosthetics, Jim Carrey spent hours transforming into the Grinch, enduring intense makeup sessions that lasted nearly 8 hours a day. But through all that, one constant joy on set was a little girl named Taylor Momsen, just 7 years old, who played the kind-hearted Cindy Lou Who. In her recent People interview, Taylor looked back with pure affection. "He was very protective of me. He was always very kind," she said. Even under layers of makeup and grumpy Grinch growls, Jim made sure that the young actress felt safe and encouraged. The entire experience of filming Grinch and getting to know him so well, even in all that makeup, was just wonderful. At that age, Taylor didn't even realize she was working alongside one of Hollywood's greatest comedic legends. To her, Jim wasn't a famous actor. He was the Grinch. She confessed she never saw his real face until the movie premiere. That innocent perspective made their on-set connection even more special. It wasn't based on fame or status, but on trust and kindness. Behind the scenes, crew members often recalled how Jim would make Taylor laugh between takes, turning what could have been an intimidating environment into a playground of creativity. His energy, though wrapped in character, inspired not just the young actress, but everyone around. For Taylor, those early memories became more than childhood nostalgia. They became lessons in art, professionalism, and compassion. Years later, when she transitioned into music and formed her rock band, The Pretty Reckless, Taylor often spoke about how observing Jim shaped her creative journey. Watching an artist so deeply immersed in his craft showed her what true dedication looked like. So when the two reunited after 25 years, it wasn't just two co-stars meeting again. It was a mentor and his once little student, reconnecting through memories that defined both of their paths, from Whoville's twinkling lights to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's golden glow. Their bond had stood the test of time. As the lights dimmed at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2025 ceremony, cameras continued flashing long after Jim Carrey and Taylor Momsen left the stage. The Grinch and Cindy Lou Who, together again after 25 years, had just gifted fans one of the most unexpected and emotional moments of the year. Yet, behind all the smiles and nostalgia, there was something quietly intriguing about this reunion, something that made fans wonder if it was just a reunion or perhaps the beginning of something else. After their warm onstage interaction, a few keen-eyed attendees noticed that Jim and Taylor spent quite some time together backstage, laughing, chatting, and even posing for a few candid photos that never made it to the official press gallery. Social media was quick to light up with whispers. Could there be a new Grinch project in the works? Or maybe was Taylor collaborating with Jim on a creative venture, a music video, a short film, or even a festive campaign to mark the film's 25th anniversary? Neither of them confirmed anything. Jim, known for his deep love of art and selective approach to projects, simply smiled when asked by a reporter whether he'd ever return to Whoville. If it ever made sense, maybe with a little less green makeup this time. He quipped Taylor, too, played coy when fans flooded her social media asking about a reunion film. Her only response? A single Christmas tree emoji, posted hours after the event. It was subtle, maybe even accidental. But for fans of The Grinch, it was enough to set imaginations on fire. The timing couldn't have been more fitting. Universal Pictures had recently begun reviving several early 2000s classics, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas remains one of the most beloved holiday films of all time. With digital technology now capable of recreating prosthetic-heavy characters with ease, the idea of a new Grinch adaptation, perhaps even featuring Taylor in a starring role, doesn't sound too far-fetched. But even if no secret project exists, this reunion still carried a certain magic, a reminder of how some stories never really end. Taylor Momsen, now a rock icon, embodies the very spirit Cindy Lou Who once represented: faith, heart, and growth. And Jim Carrey, who once brought a grumpy green creature to life, still finds ways to make people smile, even without the costume. Yet, as the night drew to a close, one small detail lingered in fans' minds. Before leaving the press room, Jim turned to Taylor, gave her a knowing grin, and said quietly, "Maybe we should do this again. Soon." Was it a simple, friendly remark? Or a hint of something coming this Christmas? No one knows for sure. But if there's one thing Whoville taught us, it's that surprises often arrive wrapped in green. And sometimes the best ones sneak in just before the holidays. And maybe, just maybe, the Grinch isn't done stealing our hearts yet.